Did you get any formal education behind that?
Yeah, I went to Le Cordon Bleu.
Okay.
Yeah, have you heard of it?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh yeah, so Le Cordon Bleu was like this big school that came from like France, and then they came over here and then opened up a whole bunch of shops, a whole bunch of schools, right?
Okay.
So I got caught in that. So it was like 2010, and I was like, okay, I want to make a living with my writing. So this is when I was first writing. So I need to find something where I can go anywhere in the world and make money. You see, so this is my thought process.
Right.
So I was like 20 at the time. I was like, man, I need to do something, right? So I went into cooking because everybody got to eat, and I can take it anywhere in the world, you know, and work. You see, so I went into that, went to Le Cordon Bleu, graduated, blah blah blah, and then you know that's where I went to Alaska and worked out there, you know, for a cruise line.
Alaska.
Yeah. So
what was that experience like in Alaska?
So it was peace. It actually changed me. Like I'm more reserved and I like peace more. You know, I like quiet. Because when you're in Alaska, like where I was at, it was called Trapper Creek. And it's like, you know.
Trapper Creek.
Trapper Creek.
All right, let's define that. I know all these, you know, add on about that.
Yeah. So Trapper Creek is like 4 hours away from Anchorage, south.
Okay, I don't know anything about Alaska.
All right, so Anchorage is the largest city in Alaska, right? So if you're going to fly to Alaska, you're most likely going to fly to Anchorage.
Okay,
right?
and that's a city.
Yeah, that's the biggest city
is it now,
in Alaska.
Just real quick, side note, what kind of city is it? Is it like a metropolis, like?
No. It's. I mean, if you ever been to like a Seattle, it's kind of like a smaller, not as populated Seattle. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a city, but then there's like it's kind of hard to describe because it's the largest city out there, but it's not like a city where we would define it being on the continental America, you know. So like, yeah, it's a small major city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you arrived there.
Yeah.
And
we took a 4-hour bus to where I was at, you know, and it's crazy because I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I'm like 50 miles away from Mount McKinley. So Mount McKinley is the largest mountain in North America. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm very close to that. So the scenery is beautiful. Alaska is actually hot in the summer.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. So it's like
hot in the summer.
Yeah, it's hot. You know, the sun doesn't go down to like 1. It comes back up at 3. So if you're not used to it,
let me tell you what, 2 hours down.
2 hours, man, and it's not even a dark 2 hours. It's very light. So like a lot of people was partying all the time. It's crazy over there. Yeah.
Right. But when it's cold, it's cold.
Yeah. So it's the reverse. In the winter, it's dark all the time. You get about 3 hours of sunlight, and then it's dark again. So there's a lot of depression over there.
Ooh, weird. A lot of suicide, huh?
Yep. It's the number 1 last time, you know, I checked. Yeah, it's number 1.
Right.
Yeah. So that experience was peace, you know. It changed me because I strive for peace after that. You know, I wanted to, you know, have silence and all that stuff like that. Yeah. Also, you know, working 2 years straight, there's a deal where you get a free cruise. So I took that deal, you know. I worked 3 years straight before the third one, I went on a free cruise in the Southern Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got to experience, you know, the Caribbean and stuff. Southern part.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
and all this was while you had knowledge? You had knowledge?
No, this is before.
This is before. What year was this?
So this 2010 to 2013.
Okay, right before you got the knowledge.
Right before.
So
during this time though, I was reading. So after 2011, that's when the seminar happened with Supreme and Saladin.
That was in 2011, you said?
2011,
okay.
around that time, 2011, because that's when I came back the first time from Alaska. So it was the first year I went to Alaska was 2011. And then after, around like October, after October, that's when the seminar happened. So then, and it happened at the college which is South Seattle, which is very historic when it comes to the history of Morocco. Some of the firstborn in Morocco went there and they were building with a lot of they were building there, and a lot of students, and True Father tells a story of how they were building, and then even the teachers would come out and listen to all that. So that place is very historic when it comes to the history of Morocco's history.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay, that's peace.
If Mecca did this.